Hello, welcome to The Print. I am Amna Begum Ansari. A new wave of anti-immigration sentiment seems to be rising worldwide. The reasons are more or less familiar: economic and cultural anxiety, political leader feeding off it, and the growing belief that systems are broken. Each place has its own trigger, but together they tell a story of societies turning inward, convinced that newcomers are a threat instead of a strength. The UK is no exception. Reform UK, a right-wing party built on populist anger, is fast gaining ground, and social media makes the divide even sharper. Once again, the issue of Pakistani grooming gang has been revived. More than just a crime story, it has now become a symbol used to argue that immigration and multiculturalism have failed entirely. For decades, in town after town, vulnerable local girls were preyed upon by a group of men, overwhelmingly of Pakistani origin, while police, council, and even section of the media looked the other way, whether this was done out of a fear of being accused of racism or sheer negligence. The result was the same: years of silence while lives were being destroyed. And so, every time the issue is back in conversation, it is remembered less as a heinous crime and more as a collective system failure. This perceived failure fuels the anger now spilling into the broader anti-immigration debate. For many, grooming gangs are evidence of a system unwilling to confront uncomfortable truth. The silence of the authorities has become the rallying cry of the right, asserting that immigration brings cultural danger that the state is too weak to acknowledge. And now, with figures like Elon Musk highlighting the issue on global platform, the conversation has tilted even further. Musk's post, while drawing attention to the problem, also paint all immigrants with the same brush. And what should be about justice for victim and hard look at the systematic failure instead becomes a stage for blame games. It's clear that most of the perpetrators were of Pakistani origin, yet they are repeatedly described as a South Asian. The term clubs together Indians, Muslims, Bangladeshis, Sikhs, and Hindus communities with no connection to these crimes at all. Indian Muslims, in particular, who have rarely been linked to such an offense in Western nations, now find themselves bearing the stigma for acts they never committed. The line between accountability and prejudice blurs, and in the gap, entire communities get scapegoated. When we refuse to name the problem honestly, we close the door to solutions. Yes, responsibility lies with individuals, but to deny that culture played a role is to look away from the truth. How is it that so many men from the same background could be involved or remain silent? The answer is not comfortable. It lies in the moral codes these men carried with them, where women are judged through the lens of family honor, where outsiders are seen as lesser, and where silence is safer than shame. These ideas, rooted in the cultures the man migrated from, did not vanish when they arrived in England. They traveled with them and began to shape how justice, dignity, and protection were rationed out. It is this transplant of social hierarchy into the diaspora that allowed the abuse to continue for so long. Authorities often seem unsure about handling this reality. While diversity brings strength, it also brings challenges, and pretending they don't exist doesn't help anymore or anyone. Look at the past. When honor killings started surfacing in South Asian and Middle Eastern communities, in the UK, authorities turned a blind eye. It took years and far too many tragedies for them to even begin to understand the problem. The hope now is that the UK has learned the lesson from its past and is better equipped to handle the challenges of diversity by understanding migrant communities and culture instead of dismissing them entirely. For more such video, keep watching The Print.